Welcome to this video. In this video we will be exploring how we can construct a perpendicular line when we are given a line and then a point that's not on that line. So when we begin these constructions, we want to consider what is our given information. And in this case, our given information is a line and then the point not on the line. So let's start by constructing those two elements to begin this construction. So you click the line tool, click anywhere on your screen, and then just drag the second point over to create that line. Now I'm going to go ahead and label these points on the line so we can clearly identify the line. So in this case, I right click and then click show label, and then I right click the second point as well and click show label. So now we can clearly identify that this is line AB. So now we have our line taken care of the given information. Now we need a point that's not on the line. So click your point tool and then you can randomly put a point anywhere, and I'll choose right there. So now I want to go ahead and label that point as well. And now, since I have the given information to start, I can now begin the construction of the perpendicular. And the goal here is to make a perpendicular line that passes through this point C and forms a right angle with line AB. Because if we refer to our definition of perpendicular, lines, segments, or rays that form right angles are perpendicular. Therefore, we want this line that we make that passes through point C to form a right angle with our line AB. So that is the goal of this construction. So we need to first start off by using our circle tool and creating a circle centered at C. So we click circle C and bring our circle out. Now here I want to emphasize that we can do as big as we want here. That makes sense to us. Just choose a convenient size. All we want is this circle to make sure it crosses line AB here, which as I've done so, it does. So now I want to label the points of intersection with a point and then label that point with a letter. So here you notice that when I put this point over the common intersection area, both the circle and the line highlight red. This means that that point is the intersection point, versus if I move over to the left, this point lies just on the line. And then this point is just on the circle because just one of those are highlighted. Versus here, that is the intersection point, and likewise over here. And I'm going to go ahead and label, right click to show the label. Awesome. So now that we have this circle drawn with centered at C, we now want to use our intersection points D and E as centers of two new circles. But these two new circles have to have the same radius. Therefore, we want to first construct a circle and just want it large enough so that the circle we construct centered at E will intersect this circle centered at D. So now, like I said, I want to create a circle that's centered on E, but it has a congruent radius to circle centered at D. So in order to do that, I need to know the radius of D so that I can accurately create a circle with the same radius. So I'm going to come down and click radius. I right click the circle and clicked radius. So the radius of circle centered at D with point F is 3.24 centimeters. So now I want to create a circle with that same radius around point E. So I'm going to click the center of point E, highlight the radius, and then I'm going to go to the construct tab and then click circle by center that I designated of E and then the designated radius I have highlighted. And I clicked it, and then it created for me a congruent circle that is centered at E instead of D. So now what I care about is where these two circles intersect each other. And as we can see, it intersects in two places. So let's label those places with points. and both highlighted red, we're good. Both are highlighted red, and we are good again. So now let's construct our line, and we want a perpendicular line through the point that we're given, and C was our initial point we were giving. So we just want to make sure you're keeping track of your points and what you started with. So we want it to go through C definitely, and we want it to go through these intersection points, which we can see it does. So in order to see what we created better, we can hide these circles by highlighting them and clicking each of the individual circles. Go up to Display, and then click Hide Circles. That way we can see our end product a lot better than if all the circles were in the way. But they're still there. If you want to see them, you didn't lose your work, you can go back to Display and click Show All Hidden, and the circles will reappear again. So now I've constructed a line that passes through C, intersects line A, B, and my claim is that it is perpendicular. It looks perpendicular, but let's double check our work to make sure the process that we went through of the construction is an accurate process to create perpendiculars in the future. So to do so, to check if this is a right angle, I'm going to click, I need to label this intersection point, and now I'm going to find the angle by highlighting C, G, and B, go up to Measure, click Angle, and there it is. Measure of angle CGB is a 90-degree angle. Therefore, line CG is perpendicular to line AB. And that's what we did. We found a perpendicular that passed through the point we were given with, and it's perpendicular to the line that we started with. And that's how you can do this construction on Sketchpad.